Growing up, I had everything I needed. My parents loved me, there was a roof over my head, toys in my toy chest. I lived the perfect life as a child, and as many know, most of my days are spent constantly on a softball field, which started at a very young age. This senior season at Seneca, I really got the chance to prove what I can do. I pitched the school's first no-hitter, then followed that up by reaching 400 career strikeouts. I couldn't have done any of this without my team backing me up, but really I don't think I would have done any of this if it weren't for sweaty hands on a hot day. August 1st, 2006 was the day my life changed. August 1st, 2006 was the day I slipped off my aunt's zip line. August 1st, 2006 was the day I became an underdog. With 4 broken bones and compartment syndrome, nobody expected me to fully recover. When I was sent to PT for extreme weakness, nobody expected a 7-year-old to dedicate the time into reaching full recovery. When I finally returned to my sport, my dad asked me, "You didn't want to learn how to pitch, did you?" He didn't expect me to answer affirmatively. He never thought I would take this challenge all the way to college with me. I believe in the underdog. I believe in the underestimated. I believe in the little man. Literature is iconic for outlining the adventures of an underdog. This year, we most recently studied Randall McMurphy and Chief Bromden in Ken Kesey's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. When McMurphy is forced into a lobotomy, Ratched believes she finally defeated McMurphy for good. However, Chief Bromden snuck into McMurphy's room and smothered him so that he wouldn't have to suffer under Ratched anymore. Before this, Chief was completely overlooked by the entirety of the ward. Nobody ever suspected him of anything other than cleaning the floors or acting up every once in a while, just like the rest of the patients. This is why Chief was such an underdog. In Toni Morrison's Beloved, the townspeople come up at the end of the novel to perform an exorcism on Beloved. Throughout the book, Setha and her family were isolated from the town due to Setha's reputation. This made it incredibly surprising when everyone in the area stepped up to rid the family of Beloved's curse, proving the townspeople as the underdogs in Beloved. Layla is the underestimated woman in A Thousand Splendid Suns, written by Khaled Hosseini. Living in war-torn Afghanistan as a young woman, Layla had all odds against her. Marrying into true love is nearly impossible in Afghanistan, since children are pushed into arranged marriages at such young ages. But Layla managed to marry Tariq, her childhood best friend, eventually. It's her persistence and her ability to outsmart her society that put her on top and proved herself as Afghanistan's underdog. An iconic underdog I studied at Seneca is none other than Chris McCandless of Jon Krakauer's Into the Wild. McCandless left his family, left his life to pursue a wanderlust journey across the United States with minimal supplies and experience. The last thing anybody suspected of McCandless is that he would be able to survive the wilderness for 2 years on his own, falling only to poisonous potato seeds. He was just an average guy, not an expert on nature, and this is why he was such an iconic underdog to me. So that's how I learned to believe in the underdog. You can never underestimate those who are overlooked, because everyone in life is full of surprises. Think of Billy Beane's crazy mathematics in the Oakland A's. Think of the Miracle Mets winning the World Series in 1969. Think of the 1980 U.S. men's ice hockey team being the Soviets. All underdogs are hidden in plain sight, but once they're finally discovered, they're never forgotten.